to Carolina. Yep. When it's nice, you play it twice. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh, Paul, I'm not troubling you at all. I'm not. Just for you. Searching so long just for you. Eh? I found you. Now that I've found you. Please be true. Please be true. But if you should leave me, I would surely go insane. Cause if you okay, you know, if you should leave me, I'll go insane. Terrible mad. Oh boy, I tell you something. All right, let's go up here. So morning to Plowman. Plowman, we're coming to you here. All right, let's go with that. Pull. All right, guys, please keep tapping and sharing the live. Please tap in. Please. Tap and share. Let's get on. So good morning. I see we have Powerman. Good morning, Powerman.
Yeah, morning, neighbor.
Hi, how are you, man? You early this morning, eh?
Yes, neighbor. I'm here, sir. Good morning, neighbor. Yes. I like the Sanchez you're playing this morning. They're very nice music.
Big song.
Yeah, big song. Yes, neighbor. What I want to say.
The sagacious Prime Minister. The sagacious Prime.
Yes.
Sorry, my chest is hurting me from all the laugh. The last time I beg you this morning. What with it?
And neighbor.
This morning at all, sir. I beg you. Sagacious, the sagacious Prime Minister appointed a whatever cabinet.
Mellifluous cabinet, sir.
Yes, sir.
Neighbor.
Neighbor. Hold on, sir. We have a sagacious Prime Minister in Jamaica here. It's Prime Minister Brogard. Oh, sagacious Prime.
And he
has appointed a whatever cabinet.
Mellifluous cabinet.
Yes.
Can I?
Oh God, I tell you the truth. This is too much. No, sir. I tell you, this is fantastic. You know?
All right, neighbor. Before Presidential Prime Minister has been sworn in for a third term, and the military and opposition leader will be.
Listeners, I'm sorry. I just can't get myself. Oh God, I tell you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, neighbor. Yes, they have a thing that said, neighbor, every disappointment is for a good. If I hear that term, hear that, all right. So it works for some people some people will believe in it and some don't, but I believe in it, neighbor. I can't share a story, but that's the for
Yes.
On the night of the election.
All things work together for good. Yes.
Yeah. On the night of the election, neighbor, I was breaking my neck to come home to watch the result, right? I make sure I bought some Heineken and put in the fridge so that I can drink and celebrate myself when the ballot will be counted. When I came home,
yes,
I saw no internet, so the TV could not get to work. And I became so irascible that I threw down the remote, right? And when I turned the radio to RGR and I said, I don't want to listen to these people because they're just a bunch of hypocrites. So I was browsing through my phone and said, I must find something to watch. And fortuitously, I found your program.
Is that right? So?
Yes, neighbor. And
that's how you got into it. That's how you came on to Politics Plus?
Yes, neighbor. And the night I remember Scratchy, your Scratchy was there, and a lady with a luscious voice. That voice captivated me somewhat. And I said, I have to stay here.
That's Jamaica girl.
Yes, I said, I have to stay here.
By the luscious, the luscious voice?
Yes, sir. A lady was on the program that night with a luscious voice. Yeah.
Wow.
And I said, I have to stay here, man. And I stuck here, neighbor. I said, this program is so interested. And from that night, I became besotted with your program, neighbor.
Became what?
Besotted.
Sorry, you became what?
Besotted with your program, or to be in love with your program, neighbor.
Yes, well, thank you.
Yes. And I'm telling you, from our phone, your program, neighbor, I'm a person never the fan of calling, talk show and whatever, and to share my view. But when I listen to your project yourself and your program is very professional, I say that I have to be a part of this, neighbor, because you're doing a wonderful job, and I want your program to be the zenith.
The zenith?
Yes, sir. I want your program to be up by the zenith.
It's a zenith program.
Yeah, well, yes, that's what. Yes, well,
zenith. The girl with the luscious voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think she's online.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So I can hold on. I can link you. You know, sir.
Yes.
I can. By the way, you are in Portmore?
Yes, neighbor, I'm off today. Yes.
Would I be surprised? Would you be surprised if I tell you that girl is also in Portmore, sir?
Really, neighbor?
Yes, sir. Yes. The luscious voice woman that you speak of is close beside you.
Okay. Yes.
Well, stay with me. I can do things for you. I can do things for you. I can make things happen.
All right. So
yes.
So I was saying, neighbor, sometime that disappointment, I didn't get to watch it on the TV and show it unfold, but I didn't miss your program. You understand?
Yes.
So it was a disappointment for me not to see the real thing on the TV, but when I on your program, I get everything. Yes, I get everything, and I just love this program, neighbor. Sometime when I sleep in the night, I just dying to daylight for neighbor program to start, you know.
Look at that, really, sir?
Even if I don't log on and speak to your neighbor, I am listening to the program, because even yesterday I was listening. I was at work, but I listened to the program. Every time your program is on, neighbor, I'm tuning in, listening to your program, and your callers are very excellent callers as well. You know, very professional people. Your callers.
Yes.
But I want to share on my story just a little bit, neighbor. And every disappointment in life, sometimes we don't run it down. When I leave school, neighbor, I wanted to become a soldier, right? And I took the test and everything, the interview, and I failed the medical. They say I have jaundice in my blood, right?
Okay, I just want to tell the listeners to keep tapping the screen. Please keep tap the screen and share if you can, and please remember to support the live goal. All right, and remember to text this number and make a pledge to donate 876-858-9553. We have Powerman online. Fantastic. By the way, Powerman.
Yes, David.
Did you send me a message? Did you send me a message?
Yesterday I was at work. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Because I want to talk to you here.
Yes, neighbor. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, and but through my determination, I said that I wanted to be a soldier, no matter what the consequence, right? So I go back and do the medical and get through this time. So I was successful and being the training, neighbor, and I tell you, if I never the grace of God, you would know me today, neighbor.
Really?
Yes. I have Ulster, or I catch it up there and it bursts in me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and when I go to the doctor, when they take me to the doctor, neighbor, the doctor say if I did delay for probably an hour or two, it would be it.
Yes.
Yes, and when I was recuperating, neighbor.
Yes.
And I would say this is a nefarious and heinous doctor, right?
I see.
The nefarious and heinous doctor gave me 6 weeks. 6 weeks to go back in training when I couldn't even walk straight. And I said to myself, so well, I see the reality. I'm not gonna die up here I'm not gonna die here. So the reality hit me. So I said, they discharged me and I go home. And when I went home, neighbor, I went back to St. Ann and Bohemia, southwestern St. Ann there. And I was despondent and thing, but I get up in the morning, do my little walking and my little exercise until I get some strength. And I have a friend in Mandeville. He said that they were recruiting for the carpenter services, and I went down there and I sat the test and I get through. And even when I was going into training for that job, I did 100% fit. But I said, Lord, they're gonna carry me through. And I went through, neighbor.
Yes.
Went through. So sometimes in life, it's not really what you want, you're going to get.
True, sir.
So I'm saying, I don't know, your program is a politics plus, so I have to diversify the things. So some of the people in politics, like Dr. Peter Phillips, see Mark Gold in there, they're not gonna be, they want to be prime minister, but they're not gonna be prime minister, you know. It's their ultimate goal to be prime minister, but not everybody is gonna read the promised land, you know.
That is true.
Not everybody is going to read the promised land, neighbor. So in life, it's not really what you want, you're going to get.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So people have to know that sometimes we set goals and the goal doesn't work out. A lot of us people are in the police force, JDF, fire department, they didn't want to be a fireman or a soldier or whatever, but they want to be lawyers and doctors. But the goal has never met, so they have to jump on something else.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, sir.
So life is how you make it, neighbor. I wanted to be a soldier, but at the end of the day, I've never been a soldier. Right? I never graduated as a soldier. Right now, but I just love it. Even now, I still have a love for soldier. Even now. Yeah, I just love it, neighbor. But you know what them say? You love me and me not love you. It's the reality.
Yes.
It's the reality, neighbor. And I just want to tell the neighbor, we are living in our country, we are living in our world. You see? Politics and religion try to divide this world. And if you look on the global scene, you can see where religion and politics is tearing people apart. But
yes, sir.
Thank God some of the countries, like our one here, Jamaica, we've come to a level of maturity that unlike in the 1980s where people are burning down house and people can wear orange shirt, go to work and whatever. We seem to pass those days, headed on to better progress. So I am just using this platform to say that all people who want to be political leaders or want to be prime minister and whatever. You have to come to the table. You have to come to the table with good countenance. Don't come to the table with no belligerent attitude and all those attitudes. It's not gonna take you anywhere.
I think Parliament is opening today.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. And the new members of Parliament will be sworn in. Hold on there for me. Power Man. So Power Man, it's nice having you today. You here, sir?
Yes, neighbor. Yes, neighbor.
And we're back on at 7 o'clock. So as I said, I'm gonna call you. I hope to call you maybe throughout today.
Okay, neighbor.
Wanna talk to you about something.
Okay, no problem, neighbor. Yes.
Fantastic. All right.
Okay.
So the People's National Party has objected to can somebody give me an update as to who the speaker is? I think if Parliament is going to be open, then well, let me monitor the news on my side and see who that is. They have objected to Marissa Dalrymple Philibert or Juliet Holness. Let me pick up Scratchy and see what's happening. Good morning, Scratchy.
Good morning, neighbor. Blessed neighbor, and the viewers and everyone. Blessed Thursday.
Yeah, who is the speaker? Who is the speaker of the house?
I don't get that information as yet, neighbor. I'm still trying to find out who the speaker
Parliament
should be. Huh?
Is Parliament we are opening today, right?
Yes, I believe Parliament is definitely opening today. A lot of persons are down there on Duke Street right now here. I get to understand.
Hold on there. Let me see what's happening here. Tom Tavares Finson has again been elected president of the Senate and was sworn in at God Thursday. All right. So president of the Senate remains Tom Tavares Finson. Keep your eyes on that for me, no Scratchy, to see who the speaker of the house is.
Yes, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, I see where the PNP is objecting to the Scratchy. This is out of order.
This is the PNP, neighbor. They always try to always trying to be relevant, neighbor. Always trying to be relevant, to seek some form of relevance. PNP need to understand that it's the governing party in power. This argument about the speaker, the prime minister's, I wouldn't dare to even classify her as the prime minister's wife. Mrs. Juliet Holness, neighbor, member of Parliament for East Rural St. Andrew, they're saying that they object to her and Mrs. Dalrymple Philbert. And the basis, I don't think the basis is strong enough, neighbor, that they're trying to come with. Again, it's up to the Prime Minister, neighbor, to see what the Prime Minister does and see who becomes the Speaker of the House today, neighbor. I have no issue with who say what the Prime Minister should choose.
But the government has responded quite strongly through their General Secretary, Dr. Horace Chang, stating quite frankly that the PNP is out of order. The PNP is out of order to say they will object. What they mean object, Scratchy? What does object mean? Object means that they will not sit. They can disagree as much as they want. For example, Scratchy, isn't it the prerogative of the Prime Minister to appoint a cabinet? You can object all you want, but it is his prerogative. It is the prerogative of the government to choose from among them someone that commands the respect of the majority, which is the government in Parliament, to be the speaker, not for the opposition. The opposition can object if they want. Scratchy has left. Well, I need to discuss this a little bit more and let the people understand that the opposition is being obstructionist here. What I don't understand what they Scratchy, welcome back.
Neighbor, sorry about that.
Scratchy?
Yes, neighbor, sorry about that.
Welcome back. I'm saying to you, Scratch, it is the way the law, this constitution set up, is that the party that has the majority in parliament choose from among them one to become speaker.
Yes.
Okay? Yes?
Yes, without the intervention
Yes,
of the opposition. You don't need opposition intervention on that. You don't need opposition intervention on that.
Correct. It would be nice if the opposition endorses your speaker, because the speaker will have to preside over the affairs of parliament. But when you are coming out before the speaker is appointed to say you don't want them at all, that is not that out of order, Scratchy.
Very, very out of order, neighbor, out of place, neighbor. Not the type of style that we want into the new parliament going forward, neighbor. And this, I think, neighbor, this is a start, neighbor, of the type of opposition that we're gonna see in this in this parliament period going forward, neighbor. And trust me, if this is where they're gonna start, neighbor, it's not a good look on the opposition part. Trust me.
Yeah. The general secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party, as I said, he has responded quite strongly, saying that the government will not be bullied. People are to bully the governing administration into excluding two eminently qualified women from consideration for the post of Speaker of the House. Why? I wonder. I wish I could talk to somebody from the opposition to find out why are they commencing the new term of parliament in this almost hostile way, Scratchy?
Definitely not sending a good message, neighbor. Earlier in the Prime Minister throne speech, neighbor, and the Prime Minister ceremonial speech, neighbor, the Prime Minister spoke about coming together, neighbor, forming some form of unity. He called upon Mark Gold, the opposition leader in particular, saying, let us start the unity, neighbor. And if this is how the PNP is planning to do it, this is not unity, neighbor. This is not starting unity, neighbor. And it's just sad, neighbor, to know that we have an opposition, neighbor, that is planning to create all type of havoc and maiming in our political, in our parliament system. And it's just madness, neighbor. The country affairs must move on. Despite whosoever is the Speaker of the House, and the PNP have no talk or no decision, neighbor, in who can become or cannot become the Speaker of the House. That is solely rest with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet of Jamaica.
Thank you. Scratchy, we never heard you yesterday. May I get your initial views on the cabinet, the new cabinet appointed yesterday by the Prime Minister?
As I said to you earlier, neighbor, I expected it, neighbor. I wasn't one who was pushing and calling for any new faces, neighbor, based on the majority of the severity of the works that are going on in majority of these ministries, neighbor. It would be really stupid to remove these ministers, neighbor, right now. You know, these are legacy projects. I personally, neighbor, would allow them to continue their legacy projects. Mr. Vaz, Mr. Tufton, Mr. Chang. Come on, neighbor. I think that we can have some reshuffle. I think after 2.5 years, there can be a cabinet reshuffle. Majority of these projects will be completed by that time. And I think during that time, neighbor, we can maybe see some fresh faces coming in. But as long as persons are doing well, I have no problem, neighbor. I like the move of the Prime Minister made, neighbor, where constitution is now under justice. I always believe that constitution and justice should be twinned together. That's a very good move. I applaud that move. Marlene, neighbor, Mrs. Marlene Malawu Fort, I have no problem with her not being a part of the new cabinet, neighbor. I expected that. I expected that as well. Wonderful cabinet, neighbor, going forward, I must say. Wonderful cabinet. I see where Mr. Ballyman is back. Mr. Wheatley is back.
Yes, and I have no problem with that, Scratchy. They had some little challenges in their ministry before. They would have spent some time. I'm sure they would have learned. And I know that the Prime Minister is keeping them close to him. I saw where Longmore, the psychiatrist, is put out a post saying that she was not reappointed to the Senate. Seem not to be happy. Dr. Sapphire Longmore, Scratchy. I wonder why.
Again, I don't know, neighbor. I know that I think the Prime Minister, neighbor, you have to be in line with the Prime Minister's vision, neighbor, the Prime Minister, where he wants to take the country, neighbor. And I expect that he's going to appoint persons in this situation who are in line or who can contribute to what he has planned. You might be a part of his plan in the first term, second term, maybe now this third term he's going in a different direction and need new faces, new ideas, and new persons with different skills. Sapphire Longmore might not have that skill set coming for this third term. She may play a good role in the first and second term, but this third world might be going to a different level or a different direction where Sapphire Longmore maybe not be a part of that. And I just have to understand that he can only select what, 13?
Yes. Yes, Scratch.
Yeah, she's a professional, so I think she would understand to neighbor. But that's what I think. I think it's all with the direction.
young Tavares Finson, and Duncan, Keith Duncan Scratchy. You are a political activist of sort. You are knowledgeable. Duncan has his roots in the PNP, son of DK Duncan. What a political move for DK Duncan to be on the government benches as a senator, Scratchy. Major move.
Master move, neighbor. I was surprised, neighbor. That one caught me off guard. That one caught me off guard, neighbor. I wasn't expecting to see Keith Duncan. I know that he was a part of the whole financial thing. He had a wonderful relationship with the Prime Minister. And neighbor, these things are a testament to the Prime Minister and the neighbor, because I think Mr. Keith Duncan come across because of the Prime Minister. So even though the Prime Minister is there, neighbor, we can basically say that the Prime Minister is doing so good, neighbor. We are some long-standing persons who we consider to be representative of the opposition. They are coming across, neighbor, because of the wonderful work that the Prime Minister is doing. I think it's wonderful, neighbor. I never expected that one.
Quite so. I think it's a brilliant political move, and it speaks to the way the Prime Minister is positioning the government to achieve his objectives. Scratchy, Dion Jackson Miller, in quite a little bit of a criticism of the Prime Minister, suggested that his speech was not unifying, aspirational, or gracious. Do you agree?
No, neighbor, I don't agree, neighbor. And the reason why I can say this, Dion Jackson Miller can say that, neighbor, because she made a speech, and a part in the Prime Minister's speech, you might think that Prime Minister threw back a job at her. So that is why I can understand why she might feel that way. But definitely, neighbor, Dion Jackson Miller have no place or anything to can talk about what she feel about the Prime Minister's speech. The Prime Minister's speech was right, neighbor. The message was sent for unity, neighbor. Coming together and we will move on and everything like that. Dion Jackson Miller and those surrogates, neighbor, they have to understand in the neighbor that you're a journalist, Dion Jackson Miller, and sometimes, yes, that is your point, and sometimes as these journalists, neighbor, they need to make it clear that this is their personal point and stop, come and make this pronouncement. Neighbor, you know that these journalists, they are the ones who are causing a lot of this unity that is going on in the country. And Dion Jackson Miller is becoming, Dion Jackson Miller is starting to become a big one of that, neighbor, and I don't know why. Dion Jackson Miller is way older than the Prime Minister and talking about retirement, and she passed retirement age a long time, you know. Dion Jackson Miller passed retirement age a long time, and I come to the Prime Minister about retire. Come on, man, anybody need to retire is you, Dion Jackson Miller. You know, for you now.
Well, yeah. And so, Scratchy, as you have looked at the transitioning of between winning the election to now the government is set in place, Parliament is convened. What are your expectations in this early period, Scratchy? What do you think the country will see emerging out of all of what has transpired over the last couple of days?
All right, neighbor, what I'm expecting, neighbor, I'm expecting to see the government, the continuation of government, neighbor, nothing new. It's not like it's a new parliament cycle, it's not a new government. This government has been around now for the past 10 years, neighbor. We are used to them, we are seeing the minister, we are used to them. So it's not like we're going to expect to see anything out of the box, we're going to see too new to us or anything like that. It's just basically continuation, neighbor, of a lot of the projects that was already going on in these respective ministries and stuff like that, neighbor. Look at security, I'm expecting to see more police vehicles being rolled out, the same continue refurbishing and rebuilding out of the police force, neighbor. I'm expecting to see a deeper expansion of that to Minister Chang. When you look at health, neighbor, I'm expecting to see the Cornwall Regional Hospital complete by next year. That's a legacy for Minister Tufton again, neighbor. When you look at transportation, neighbor, and energy, neighbor, the whole thing with Dr. Minister Vaz, neighbor, with the school rural bus system, that's a legacy project again from Minister Vaz, neighbor. Expecting that to be in full rollout by the next 2 years, neighbor. So yes, neighbor, there's a lot that we're going to see, neighbor. There's a lot that we're going to see coming. A lot of the projects that was going on the Portmore Resident Park, we're expecting to see that finish up by within this year to next year. And a lot of other projects, the Mantico Bay bypass, plus new projects.
Where's that?
Yes.
You can understand me?
I'm going to ask. I'm not going to hold
this first, neighbor. Who keep on some of these first, neighbor?
Hold on. I'm going to ask you to. I'm not going to hold your put. I want you to check for me, Scratchy. Who is speaker? Can you just see if you can find that out for me? What is happening in Parliament, and then you come back. You hear?
Do you have a next device?
All right, great. Sunbless, good morning. Hello, Christopher. Morning, Christopher. Christopher, good morning.
Good morning, Scotchy. Good morning, neighbor.
Your first time here, sir?
From you on the live, I've been watching you, listening you, morning, noon, and night.
Go ahead. I
Always
like
listening, you neighbor.
Yes, I'm happy for that, sir. Please hold on there for me, sir. I just want to encourage the listeners to we're a little bit distracted because we are trying to monitor some news for you. Actually I'm understanding that the PNP is not so happy with the appointment of Keith Duncan to the Senate on the Jamaica Labour Party side. Can you imagine a Duncan sitting across from the PNP in Parliament? Can you imagine that? This Prime Minister, he would have made some moves over the last 9 years that is just amazing. He's brought Nigel Clark in, that has almost devastated the PNP in terms of the transformation of the economy. You watch the budget debates. He has brought in now Dana Morris Dixon from the private sector. She's now appointed the new Minister of Education, Youth and Information. Audrey Marks has come from the private sector in charge of digital transformation. She was a former ambassador to the United States. And now, remember Don Webby, God rest his soul, he became a government senator. And now Keith Duncan, a government senator. What is this Prime Minister Holness? Something, this is going to cause some, my understanding is that there are some talks in PNP's circles that this is uncomfortable. Christopher?
Yes, neighbor.
Hold on, I have something to play for my listeners from Andre Stevens. I noticed too that the PNP, they would have postponed or canceled their conference for this year. Share the live, guys. Tap the screen, please. Let's keep this going. And please remember 876-858-9553. That's the number to text if you want to make a donation. All right. Please let's achieve our live goal today. Tap share and help us achieve our live goal, and text WhatsApp 876-858-9553. So Christopher, this is your first time calling?
Not really. I'm actually, it's just a listener. I'm just come on your live and listening you and learn some things. I'm not a big talker of your show, but I'm just a listener. I love your show, neighbor. You make me talk a lot, neighbor, I learn a lot from you.
Oh my goodness, sir. I feel very honored to be of service to you.
Whenever you are, neighbor, I always make myself available to listen to you.
Is that so?
Yes, sir. You know that
are you in Jamaica, sir?
Yeah, I'm in Montego Bay, neighbor.
Oh wow.
In St. James.
You do business, sir?
Well, actually, I'm a truck driver.
Okay, nice.
I'm a truck driver. Yes, sir. But actually, I voted for Ed Bartlett.
You voted for Ed Bartlett?
Yes, sir.
You have a trucking company, sir?
No, I work for a company. I do stage and lighting. Those big stage that they put up like in Arfetri and Shamshop Square. That's what I do.
Yes. Tell me something, sir. How optimistic are you about your country as you look at what is happening? By the way, you don't have to tell me your age, but are you over 40?
I'm 52, neighbor.
You're a young man. How optimistic are you about your country, sir? As you have looked on, and you have been in Jamaica since 1973. You were born in 1973?
Yes, sir.
My maths is not too bad. How you would have been through the ideological era of the 70s, socialism. We were toying with that at one time. You would have seen weathers and storms in Jamaica. Place Jamaica in terms of how you see it today. How do you see Jamaica?
Well, as far as I see Jamaica right now, neighbor, it's going the right part. I love it. I love my prime minister. It's going the right way, neighbor. Trust me. There is nothing more this prime minister can do. He's doing his best.
Yes.
Yes. He's doing his best, and I hope him continue do what him doing. Because it's going the right way, neighbor. It's going the right way.
Going the right way.
Yes, sir.
You lived through the 90s, right? You lived through the 90s, the 18 and a half year of the People's National Party. You did, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree that some who say that? Yeah, go ahead.
No, you say what you were saying.
Do you agree with the view that those days were terrible for Jamaica, and that really what we are experiencing now is a transformation of the country? Do you accept that?
Well, neighbor, in the 18 and a half year PMP in there, neighbor, trust me, we really go through a bad term, because where I live, neighbor, those roads never fixed, neighbor. I usually have, you remember when Lada was around?
Yes.
Yes, I did have a Lada, neighbor, and when I'm driving to my yard, neighbor, I usually drop into some holes, neighbor. The car lean like it's gonna turn over, neighbor, when I'm going to my house. And right now, asphalt goes straight to my gate, neighbor. We have water, we have light. What more can we ask for, neighbor? Yeah, when I'm a little boy, go to Montego Bay and shopping, taxi didn't want to take us to our gate. We have to come off down the crossroad and walk with our goods, go to our gate. Now, taxi take you right at your gate, neighbor. What more can we ask for?
Yes. Then why, sir, did you think, if you could give me your thoughts on this, why did you think that first of all, the voter turnout was so low, less than 40%, and that the government only managed 35 seats? How do you explain that?
Well, neighbor, I know it was a close election, but actually I was looking for a win, but not a landslide. But I was expect for a win, because on election night, neighbor, I work on election day, and after I work, I was so sick, neighbor. I work with my sick self on election day, and after you announce the election, neighbor, I go straight to the hospital and admit in the hospital. I couldn't leave, neighbor. I was so sick. I bear my pain, neighbor.
No, sorry.
Neighbor,
tell me all of that again. When you say when I announce the election result?
When you announce the election result, neighbor, I pack my bag and go to Corner Regional Hospital, because I was so sick, neighbor.
Why you did that?
Because I just want to see my prime minister win.
No, but why you go to Corner Regional Hospital?
The truck that I was driving, I was going up by Montpellier, and a trailer was coming, and I swing towards the left side, and there was a tree limb hang out, and it hit my mirror, and it hit me in my arm, and it was hurting so bad, neighbor. My hand swelled up, and I bear the pain on the election day, neighbor, because I did have to vote, neighbor.
Yes.
And I said, if I go to the hospital in the morning, I wouldn't get to vote, because I know them gonna admit me. So neighbor, I bear the pain, go vote,
Oh my God.
do my runner. I'm a runner.
Hold on, sir. You prevented. You withheld going to the hospital because you were ill, just because you wanted to vote.
Yes, sir.
My God, this should somebody tape this for me. This is what a man.
Neighbor, I'm a runner for like
No,
15 years now.
Let me make sure that I get this. You are saying to me that you had an accident and you knew that if you went to the hospital, you would be admitted.
Yes, sir.
And you refused, you bore the pain just to go out and vote for Holness?
Yes, sir. And after Juliet Holness win, and you say, okay, the Jamaica Labour Party is the government. I pack my bag
we did that.
and go to the hospital, neighbor.
My God. No, sir. No, sir. This is listeners. Oh boy, this brother.
Neighbor, even my boss say, Christopher, you have to go to the hospital. You're unswelled up. You're in a lot of pain. I say, yes, sir. I'm going to the hospital, neighbor. And I hide it from my boss. I tell him I'm gonna go, and I didn't go until like 1 o'clock, the morning, 1 o'clock, the Thursday morning.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if Mr. Holness understands the passion of his people here. This is amazing stuff. Listeners, you talk about patriotism?
Yes.
Hold on for me, brother. Hold on. Listeners, tap the screen, share the live, and text or WhatsApp 876-858-9553. This is a moment that deserves celebration. This is a fantastic caller.
It's a chocolate biscuit, average man. It's a chocolate biscuit.
Listeners, if you're just joining us, you're in tune to Hello Neighbor Daytime. Of course, we come on at 11 o'clock and we'll be back at 7 tonight or this evening for Hello Neighbor Prime Time. We have a caller online. He's a first-time caller. His name is Christopher. Christopher is a truck driver in Montego Bay, and he's telling us that he had an accident on election day, September 3rd, and he refused to go to the hospital because he knew that he would have been admitted, just so that he could go and vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. This man deserves. Somebody please tell the Prime Minister about this, because this is patriotism at its very highest. This is loyalty to a party. Are you married, Christopher?
Yes, neighbor. But I'm actually in a divorce process right now.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Yes.
You're a fantastic man. You are. I'm proud of you. I congratulate you, sir. You see, these little things about people make me feel that there is such hope for this country, and there are such wonderful people living in Jamaica. So, by the way, how is your hand now?
Well, it's like 90% okay now, neighbor. I went to the clinic yesterday and them say it's getting on well, and
were you admitted when you went to the hospital?
Yeah, I admit like for 8 days.
My God. They admitted you for 2 days. After you heard the announcement on Politics Plus, you went to the hospital.
I packed my bag, jump in my car, and drive to the hospital, neighbor.
Oh God, listeners, are you hearing this? Are you hearing
but
this?
I was into, all right, you see, before I go to the voting place, I go get some painkiller and take it, neighbor.
Oh,
To show you that I was in a lot of pain, neighbor. I was in a lot of pain.
and you decided that you will not go to the hospital before you vote.
I decided I would not go to the hospital because I know if I go to the hospital, they're gonna admit me, neighbor. And this is the honest truth I'm telling you, neighbor. Believe me.
I have no reason to. Why would you lie? Listeners.
All right. I give you a story, neighbor. And in 2004, when Ivan blew, I was in my village, and neighbor, actually, I didn't have anything, neighbor. I was like dirt poor. And this lady was leaving from a JLP meeting, and I see this lady, and that time I did have a liquor ladder car. I didn't not even could buy gas, neighbor, put in the car.
Oh, yes.
And when I drive on the main road, this lady was flagging me down, and he asked me where I'm going. I'm telling him I'm going to Adelphi. She said, can I get a ride? Can I get a ride? I said, miss, I don't sure if I'm gonna make it there now because there's no gas in my car. She said, well, wherever the car stop, I will get out there. And she said to me, do you ever travel to the United States on a work program or something like? I said, no. I not even have a H paper, much as a passport to travel.
Oh, my God.
This lady went into her bag and take out a farm work program card, neighbor, and give it to me. And I said, miss, I cannot take it because if I take this thing, I'm gonna waste it. She said, sir, take it. And neighbor, I take that farmer card, and I have this friend, and I go to him and I tell him that I get a farmer card, but I don't know what to do with it. Him say, Christy, keep it. And get somebody sign up this card for you, Christopher, and send it off, neighbor. And I send off this farmer card, and one day I get a call, say I must come to Jared Park in Montego Bay to do a untest, neighbor. And neighbor, tell you the truth, when I went there, oh my God, I see some people talking and blogging. I think those people gonna get you and leave me standing there, neighbor. And trust me, neighbor, I get you and leave every one of them there. All right. And neighbor, trust me, I went to the United States, neighbor, and I go and work, neighbor, and I make something out of something. I go there, I baptize.
Who was the lady?
It was a JLP lady coming from a JLP meeting.
By the way,
yes.
if there's any JLP lady out there that have any farm work ticket, I want one. You hear? Please. When a JLP lady out there, give me one.
Yes. And I went to the state, neighbor, and I work. I get baptized. I'm married. I get a child. I can able to come back and buy a car, do like something, neighbor. And I really grateful of that, neighbor. I didn't get any handout from the JLP, but I get a farmer card, and I went over there and I make something out of it, neighbor.
Yes, sir.
So actually, I have to choose JLP, neighbor. No matter what, I have to choose Andrew Holness and the JLP.
Hold on, sir. I gotta be dream. Oh, what a God. What a God. I wanna dream the rest of my life. I'm not to be dreaming about a lover like this. I have to pause. Sometimes I just have to pause and give God thanks. Thank you so much.
I never know that. And one morning I wake up, I just feel my arm start hurt me, it swell up. The muscle part, the muscle is so stiff, neighbor, I cannot in. And listening to you, and after me, you say, what, 34:29? I said, yes. And I packed my bag and went to the hospital.
Same night.
Same night, neighbor. As I go to the hospital and they see me, the pain that they see me, now they rush me, give me a drip, same time, take me to the X-ray room, X-ray me, and then after they do all of that, they transfer me from Montego Bay to Trelawney, to Falmouth, and admit me over by the Falmouth hospital.
Wow. Wow, sir.
Yes, neighbor.
And you were there for 8 days.
8 days. Getting
What was the severity of your
antibiotic.
injury that you were in the hospital for 8 days?
Yes, neighbor. This pain was unbearable, neighbor. May I tell you? It was unbearable, neighbor. When you see big man like me was crying for pain. Because my hand, like it was infected, neighbor. Infection was in my hand. So you know that when infection in your body, you know it's going to be a lot of pain. Neighbor, I bear the pain, neighbor. I bear it. Believe me, neighbor. I
Listeners,
bear it,
if you're
neighbor.
just joining us, this is fascinating. This is, sir, I don't know that I can even. This is amazing, man. Listeners, here is a man,
Yep.
a Labour Party supporter, who had an injury that kept him in the hospital for 8 days. He got the injury 3 days before the election. His boss tell party. And the night of the election, he's watching the results right here on Politics Plus. We called the election first. And he said, yes, now that the party has won, I can go to the hospital. And having gone to the hospital, he was admitted immediately and kept there for 8 days. And he's here sharing his story with us. But he went further to tell us about the lady you picked up, sir. Tell us about that again.
Yes, sir. I was on the road going home, so I drive off the major road onto the main road, and this lady was stand up. It was nighttime. It was about like 7 o'clock, and she stretched out her hand and she stopped me and said, "Can I get a ride with you up the road?" And I said to her, "Ma'am, I don't know if I'm gonna reach that far." She said, "Sir, I will ride with you. Wherever the car stopped, I will get off there and look another ride." Which the car actually reached where she getting off. But while we were driving, she asked me if I ever travel on the farm road program. I said, no, I don't have a HP, but much as a passport. And she went into her bag and take out a farmer card, neighbor, and give it to me. And I said to her, "Miss, what I'm gonna do with that?" She said, "Sir, take it." Because neighbor, actually, I tell you, my life growing up, neighbor, my family was dirt poor, neighbor. May I tell you, was dirt poor.
Dirt
And
poor.
not even
No,
go to
no, hold on. When you say dirt poor, I want to understand. Make it clear. Dirt poor.
My mother not even did afford, neighbor, to send me to school.
You did not go to school?
It was 4 of us. My mother had 4 children, and I'm the second one, neighbor. And I have to be the girl child, stayed home and send my other siblings to school, neighbor. I have to wash their clothes, cook their food, and send them to school, neighbor. And I have to stay home, neighbor.
You did not go to school, sir?
No, sir. And all right, tell you this. when I get this farm record, neighbor, and go to ministry to do my to do my blood test, neighbor, ministry, neighbor, believe me, I not even could fill the form out.
You could not fill out the form.
No, neighbor. No.
You're not
happened.
able to read.
No, neighbor. And I get somebody fill out the form for me, and I got through, and I go to America, and I work, neighbor, and I send myself to school in the state, neighbor. I go to a library.
You send yourself to school in the United States?
Yes, sir. I walk home from work, neighbor, and there was this library on my way from work, and every evening I peep in this place, and one evening the lady called me and said, come here. What is it that you're looking for? And I say, there's nothing, I'm just looking. The lady said to me, sir, you're looking for something, neighbor. And I said to her, I did actually ashamed to tell her I want to come to this school because I couldn't read, neighbor. And she said, okay, tomorrow evening when you come in, I want to talk to you, stop by. Neighbor, believe me, I stopped by and she gave me a test, neighbor. Like a reading test and a maths test, neighbor. And she said to me, you really need to come to this class, neighbor. And neighbor, believe me, this lady start me from ABC 1, 2, 3, neighbor.
Hold on. When you say ABC, you're not even going to know ABC?
Neighbor, I said the lady start me from ABC 1, 2, 3, neighbor. I'm not afraid to tell you.
In the United States?
In the United States, neighbor.
On your farm work program, you can't read.
On my farm work program, neighbor. Yes, neighbor.
And the lady start you from ABC, sir?
1, 2, 3. And that evening when I'm leaving, she gave me $20 and sent me to the store to buy a book. A reading book, neighbor. And I go and buy that book for $20, neighbor. Believe me. And
yes,
it happened that I'm in America work, neighbor. And I go to Walmart and work, and I make a supervisor position in the state.
You actually learned to read, and you can read now.
Yes, neighbor. I come back to Jamaica, and I could walk over by the tax office and fill out a form and get an open truck driver license, neighbor.
Mighty
I
God.
have a driver's license, an open trailer license, neighbor. I could afford to walk to the tax office and do that, neighbor.
God is a good God.
Neighbor, you don't hear the half of my life story yet, neighbor. And sometimes when I sit down and remember this, neighbor, I cried, neighbor. Believe me. Believe me, neighbor. And right now, neighbor, I'm a big truck driver in Jamaica. I have a contract with Red Stripe. I go the 14 parish in Jamaica, neighbor.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
When you see Sunfest over there, I work at Sunfest, I work at Dream Weekend, I work at all of those big event, neighbor.
Uh-huh.
So I have to give my heart to Jamaica Labour Party, because if it wasn't Jamaica Labour Party, neighbor, maybe I would still in Jamaica, still cannot read and write, neighbor.
Oh.
Believe me, neighbor.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
And such is your commitment that you bore the pain.
Yes, sir. I have to do it for Andrew Holness, neighbor. I have to. Yep. But since you on this up, neighbor, I've been watching you, I've been listening you, neighbor. You don't come on one day, one night, and I don't listen or watch you, neighbor. I always make time to listen to you. You know, one thing, sometimes when you play this Mutty Perkins laughing, ha 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 ha, but you make me laugh. This Mutty Perkins things, neighbor, trust me. You make me crack up, neighbor. Trust me. Neighbor, for people out there listening to me, neighbor, you grow up and you leave school. It's not the end of your life, neighbor. You still can go out there, get a degree. You still can help yourself, you know? Neighbor, if I did give up, neighbor, if I did give up and say, you know what, I'm a big man now, so, you know, forget about that. I would still here cannot read and write, neighbor. But I decide, say, you know, I really want to get to read and write, neighbor. Believe me.
Why?
Is your mother alive?
No, my mother died in COVID.
Hold on a little bit. Fantastic story. 876-858-9553. Wherever in the world you are, that number works. 876-858-9553. 876-858-9553. That works. Do you need Cash App? Do you need Zelle? Do you need an open account? Wherever in the world you are and you want to support Hello Neighbor Daytime, that's your number. Please also remember that there's a live goal on your screen. Help us to achieve that. And of course, share the live, tap the screen. So Christopher, what's on for you now, sir? Your hand is not doing too bad.
Yeah, it's getting there, neighbor. It's getting there. I can move my hand up and down. I can stretch it out. I'm under some strong medication, you know. But
Right,
it's
as we
getting there,
speak,
neighbor.
you're on medication.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Good afternoon,
Well, I
neighbor.
wanna-
Can I say something to Christopher?
Yes. You bet. Let him stay with us, please. Yes, go ahead. Let's take thoughts for Christopher. Can you stay with us a little, Christopher?
Hi, Christopher.
Neighbor, I'm gonna be here until you're ready to get off, neighbor.
Look at that. Go ahead.
Hi, Christopher.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I wanna big you up. I wanna big you up. I wanna big you up. I'm here listening to you, and when I see all that you have been through, and still go out, go vote, go run, so that the Jamaica Labour Party can retain power. I have to big you up. And the next thing, when I see so much people stay home, not sick, not do them, and then they'll go out, go vote. And in your situation, you make it possible to go out, go vote. Enough love you for that. Love you, enough love.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Respect and manners.
Yes,
Yes.
I have to big you up.
Yeah,
Because
man. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, one a good one. So much people stay home for no reason at all and don't go out, go vote. And I'm here listening to you, and you say you make tears want come on my eye. I wish the Prime Minister could see you and give you a good
Yes.
congratulations. You do. Big up.
No,
enough
this is a
love.
story.
Yes,
Yeah,
neighbor.
man.
Uh-huh.
More than a story.
This is a marvelous story, ma'am. You,
true.
miss, I couldn't do this. I couldn't do it when I tell you the truth.
Don't you, neighbor?
I can
I'm
do
here
it.
sitting and I'm here say the amount of pain, and you keep the
Neither
pain.
God,
You run.
neither God, that man.
You run until 5 o'clock in your pain. Make them go vote just to the sake of Michael and your Holness. What more can we
By
ask
the way,
for?
I should tell my listeners that
What more
Juliet
can we
Holness
ask
is the
for?
Speaker of the House. Juliet Holness is the Speaker of the House. So the Parliament has convened, and Juliet Holness is the Speaker of the House. So the Prime Minister has appointed, well, the governing Jamaica Labour Party, they have appointed Juliet Holness to be Speaker of the House of Representatives. New members are sworn in. Parliament looks quite balanced, but government is off and running. Juliet Holness, Speaker of the House. Go ahead.
That's all I want. That's all I want to say, neighbor. I just have to come on and big up Christopher. Love you, Christopher.
Yeah, well,
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Love you too. Love you too.
Love you, enough love, Christopher. And I hope the Prime Minister. I hope the Prime Minister get to you soon.
It appears as if Floyd Green is the new leader of government business. It seems like Floyd Green is the new leader of government business. I see him sitting beside the Prime Minister on the front bench. Okay, so we'll keep you informed. Go ahead.
All right, neighbor. I'm just here still listening. You can't take me down. I'm just here still listening. I just want to big up Christopher.
Yeah, okay, of course. And moderator will take you down. Captain, good morning. Good afternoon. Captain? Hello, Captain? No, we don't have him. Do we have anyone else online? We want to ask Christopher a question, talk to him. He's here with us. Mr. Chuck Finley. Good morning, Mr. Finley.
Good morning, neighbor.
Hi, my cockroach.
My fellow cockroach journalists.
Fellow boy, we have big things.
I guess right now, certain other people which they were part of the cockroach journalist family.
They took out their big gun too fast. There's a man online. You want to talk to him?
That's Christopher.
Hello? Yes. Did you hear his story, sir?
No, I didn't hear his story. Now I'm literally just joining.
Okay, you're just. Oh, well. Sorry about that. Anyway, so since as you are just joining, give me your thoughts, Chuck, on where we are now. We are transitioning. Parliament is now having its first sitting. Talk to me first about the opposition's objection to Juliet Holness being speaker, even before she was appointed. Chuck,
the opposition. Hold on, Tamar, can you mute? Just your background is noisy. Yes. The opposition has always seems to believe that they can run the country from the opposition bench. Okay? That has always been their posturing. We want to run the country from the opposition bench. So we are in opposition, but the government must not do anything that does not please us. So we must decide who is the speaker. We must decide who is appointed here. We must decide who is appointed over there. That's not how it works. Okay? You cannot decide whether or not you like the speaker. That is neither here nor there to us. Okay? Now, I hear people, some people being very disingenuous in their argument. Talk about the speaker must be somebody neutral. I would like to know at any time during the PNP tenure, have we ever have a neutral speaker?
Good point, Chuck. And I can tell you something. I could tell my listeners about biased speakers. Then they would mess up themselves in terms of some that we have had. Chuck, you know, Chuck. I want to tell you this. You're a Labourite. I wouldn't call myself a Labourite. Nothing wrong with being a Labourite. But I can tell you this, Chuck. The Labour Party suffered in opposition, you know, sir.
But you don't need to tell me that story.
You remember when Mr. Siaga in the parliament with the few little parliamentarians? Yes. Then never had a say. Speaker?
51 to 9. 51 to 9.
9. And even the 9 was not even together.
Was not even together.
Not even together. Them suffering opposition, you know. Mr. Sometimes when you're looking at the parliament and listen how the speaker are gone with the opposition members speak, Chuck, that country are full of hypocrisy, you know.
Full of hypocrisy, neighbor. Full. And what they don't realize is now their hypocrisy is being exposed. People don't realize, listen to me. You're partial in your stance. Your stance is not what it was the last time around. When
Chuck, I think we should disabuse people's mind of this notion of being Prime Minister's wife. Mrs. Holness is not the Prime Minister's wife in Parliament. She is a member of Parliament.
She's a duly elected member. Duly elected, serving her third term.